Hello viewers, I am Jay Pandit. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will be discussing SCR ratings. By the end of this lecture, students will be able to define various SCR ratings and understand the nomenclature used for labeling of these ratings. The ratings of SCR are classified into 5 major categories. First one is voltage ratings. Second one, current ratings. Third, power ratings. Fourth, thermal ratings. And fifth, turn on and turn off time rating. Next comes the current ratings of SCR. The first rating is average on-state current. It is given by ITAV. So again let's try to decode it. T is the first subscript which stands for T on state. AV is used for average value. So let's not go to the second and third subscript. We already know that AV is used for the average value. So IT, that means the on state current, and its average value is given by AV. If you can recall from the same video, we have used VT for the on-state voltage drop. Here we are using IT for on-state current, and AV is used for the average value of that current. It is the indicative of power dissipation in the device as the on-state voltage drop is very low. The rating is again specified at maximum junction temperature. Whenever the SCR is under the on state, the power loss that is occurring under on state in the SCR is majorly governed by the value of average on state current. If average on state current is high, then power loss will be high. If average on state current is low, then power loss will be low, because power loss is a product of on-state voltage and on-state current. The value of on-state voltage is very low, hence the on-state power loss will be mainly controlled by the on-state current value. This rating is of repetitive type. If the SCR conduction is not continuous, in that case, same average current value cannot be used for deciding the power handling capability of the SCR, because if we are talking about the pulsating current, then the average value of this pulsating current would be, if this is the magnitude of twice I and the time period is, and if the pulse is on for 50% of the time period, then the average value will be equal to I. And for the value of anode current I, the temperature rise is given as like this. But here what is happening, for twice I, the temperature is increasing, but it is not getting sufficient time to cool down. It is again going higher than that of the maximum junction temperature of 125 degrees centigrade. Hence, we cannot consider this rating if the current is of pulsating type. If the current is continuous, then we can consider this rating for the allowable power dissipation in the SCR. Next rating is IRMS, or the RMS current rating. This rating is also of repetitive type and is specified at the maximum junction temperature. When considering the constant DC anode current, RMS and the average value would be same. The heating of the resistive elements of a thyristor or SCR, such as metallic joints, leads and interfaces, depends on the forward RMS value of current. The RMS current is an upper limit for constant as well as pulse anode current ratings. The value of RMS current remains same for constant DC value or the pulsating values. The value of RMS current rating remains same for different duty cycles of conduction for the pulsed current or pulsating current, whereas the average value or the allowable average value keeps on changing for the different duty cycles of the pulsating current. The next rating is surge current rating. It is given by ITSM. T stands for on-state current rating, since it's a first subscript. S is the second subscript used for surge or non-repetitive type of value, and M is the maximum or peak value. It is the maximum possible value of surge current that SCR can withstand. This surge current can occur due to non-repetitive faults or short circuits in the complete lifespan of SCR. This rating is of non-repetitive type. Again, I am telling you, all the surge ratings are of non-repetitive type. So whenever the word surge comes in the rating, that means that rating is also of non-repetitive type. If in case any faults occur in the circuit of SCR, then the protection of that particular SCR will come into the picture. But the protective equipment also requires some amount of time for blocking the current. So for that particular amount of time, the SCR should be capable of carrying the surge currents or fault currents without getting damaged. So this current rating is the indicative of that fault current which the SCR will be capable of blocking carrying once in its complete lifetime. I2T rating. I2T rating is given by the maximum value of square of the current integrated with time. We have already discussed that the power dissipation under the on state inside the SCR is mainly dependent on the on state current of the SCR. If power is integrated over time, then it gives the energy. So this I square is integrated over time, which is the indicative value of maximum thermal energy the SCR can handle. It is used for the coordination of fast acting fuse that will be used for the protection of SCR. This is a non-repetitive type of rating. Once this rating is exceeded, the SCR will get damaged. DI by dt rating. As the name indicates, it's the rate of rise of anode current rating. So this rating is given as, it is the maximum allowable rate of rise of anode to cathode current. If the spreading velocity of charge carriers across the section, across the cross section is not high enough, then hotspots may be formed at the junction. We have also seen this part in the dynamic characteristics of SCR. When the SCR is turned on by gate triggering, the current density is higher nearer to the gate of the SCR, because the density of charge carriers or the number of charge carriers is higher nearer the gate. Slowly this current or the anode current spreads throughout the cross section area of the SCR. That speed is the spreading velocity. If this spreading velocity of charge carriers is not high enough, then due to the high rate of rise of current, that complete current would be passing from a very short cross section area nearer to the gate, and it may cause formation of hotspots nearer to the gate. These hotspots may damage the SCR permanently. Hence, protection needs to be provided to the SCR for limiting the rate of rise of current. This protection is provided by introducing a small value of series inductance. Then comes holding current rating. Holding current rating we have already seen in the video of VI characteristics of SCR. It is the minimum value of anode current below which SCR switches from on state to off state. The value of holding current is smaller than that of the latching current. Next is the latching current, IL. It is the minimum current above which the SCR is latched into the forward conduction state or on state. Even if the gate current is removed after latching, the SCR will not turn off, it will remain under the on condition. That's why we are saying that SCR is latched into the on state. Its value is always higher than that of the holding current value. IG minimum and IG maximum ratings. IG minimum is the minimum amount of gate current required for triggering the SCR, and IG maximum is the maximum amount of gate current that can be supplied to the gate for the purpose of triggering the SCR. Both of these ratings we have seen in the gate characteristics of SCR. So our next major type of rating is the power rating. First is forward conduction loss. Forward conduction loss is the power loss occurring in the SCR during the conduction state. It is given as the product of on-state voltage drop and the average anode current flowing through the SCR. If forward conduction loss exceeds the rating, then there is a chance that the SCR temperature may increase above the rated value and SCR may get damaged. Next rating is turn on loss. It is given as the product of voltage across the SCR and anode current during the turn on process. As the voltage across the SCR is high at the time of turning on and also the current is rising, hence the power loss in the SCR during the turn on process is higher as compared to that of the forward conduction loss. Next is turn off losses. This loss comes into the existence when the current is reducing to zero during the turn off process. It is again given by the product of instantaneous values of current and voltage during the turn off process. Next is forward and reverse blocking loss. It is the product of leakage current and the blocking voltage during the forward and the reverse blocking region. In the forward and reverse blocking region, the values of voltages across the SCR are significant, but the values of leakage current is very small. Hence, the power loss occurring in the SCR when the SCR is in forward blocking state or reverse blocking state is very low. Next is gate power loss. It is the mean power loss occurring in the gate of SCR at the time of triggering. These losses are also negligible in amount as the strength of gate signal is very small as compared to that of anode to cathode voltage. But if continuous gate signal is provided to the gate even after the turning on of SCR, then the value of gate loss will be significant. Next major type of rating is thermal rating. First is junction temperature Tj. It is given as the maximum allowable junction temperature. If the temperature is exceeded, then SCR will turn on even if no gate signal is given. This we have seen in the thermal triggering of SCR. Next is ZTH, that is the thermal impedance of SCR. It is the resistance offered to the heat transfer between various parts of SCR. It is given by the ratio of difference in temperature to the It is given by the ratio of difference in temperature in degree centigrade of two parts of SCR to the watt of power dissipated in the SCR. So the last major type of rating of SCR is the time rating. Turn on and turn off time ratings of the SCR. These ratings are indicative of the speed of operation of SCR. We have already seen in our video of dynamic characteristics that based on the operating times of the SCRs are mainly categorized into two types, that is converter grade SCR and the inverter grade SCR. Inverter grade SCRs are faster as compared to that of converter grade SCR, but at the same time the cost of the inverter grade SCR is higher than that of the converter grade SCR. The fast switching action in the inverter grade SCR is achieved by gold doping in the silicon wafer. But because of this gold doping, this also increases the leakage current flowing through the SCR and reduces the peak reverse working voltage and peak forward working voltage values. So in this discussion we have seen 5 different major categories of ratings of SCR, and we have also seen the nomenclature which is used for these SCR ratings. These are some references which we have used for preparing this presentation. If you like this video, please hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel for more updates. Thank you.